one-bedroom apartment on campus. Ellsworth College was highly respectable, but she found that it drew an odd mix of students to Baltimore: Midwest church-going valedictorians reared on beef, and East Coast vegetarian burnouts with high SAT scores. The moment she entered her apartment, she kicked off her clogs in the direction of the coat closet and unzipped her jean skirt, undressing as the room's cluttered quality struck her anew. Plaster saint figurines were everywhere, on top of the television and perched on the windowsills, adorning the used bookcases and lining the kitchen counter, all mementos of her PhD research. What would happen if she got tenure? Would she stop cramming her saints inside the broken microwave and under the bed whenever she had to host the religion department's monthly wine and cheese gathering? Were there any sins more shocking among her peers than a little spirituality? Harlan, who taught early European history at Ellsworth, once pointed out that impoverished Chinese factory workers, most likely atheists, had produced most of her little statues. But that didn't bother her. It wasn't the statues that mattered, but what they represented. What could it hurt to ask for intercession, she had told Harlan more than once, as long as you weren't careless about it, as in, please, let there be enough mustard for my hot dog. Standing in her underwear, she had a sudden impression of her life post-Harlan, which involved hours of sitting in chain bookstore cafes, sipping lattes in absurdly large cups, in the vague hope that someone would find that her long dark hair, her deep brown eyes, and her genuine smile made up for her thick ankles, the unfortunate legacy of the Sicilian farming stock on her mother's side of the family. She sat down at the computer in a small alcove of her bedroom to email Harlan, apologized for pushing the experimental drugs, and signed off as Mary Magdalene, patron saint of repentant sinners. "You and your saints," he responded. "Want to know how I feel?" "Yes, I do." "I was in a movie theater once when the film broke, and they couldn't fix it, and they sent me home with a coupon. That's how I feel." "Like the film or the coupon?" she wrote back. "Are you the coupon?" 10 minutes passed with no response, and Lucy thought she had pushed him too far with her belief in the healing power of humor. She pulled a long t-shirt over her head and brushed her teeth, checking and rechecking for a new email. "Okay," he finally wrote. "I'm the coupon, but I get folded up, put in your pocket, and thrown in the wash. I never get redeemed." "Is anyone truly redeemed?" she wrote back. "Only in cartoons. Meet me for lunch on Thursday at Artie's, around noon. I'll buy you some crab soup." That Thursday, Lucy shifted her wire mesh chair into the shade of the restaurant umbrella and thought of Elijah the prophet, who was said to help motorists and might save Harlan a parking spot so he wouldn't have to walk far in the midday sun of an unusually warm November day. Since the soles of his feet had gone numb, Harlan walked like an arthritic senior citizen, planting a cane before placing his weight on feet that were perpetually asleep. A few months before, she had gone with him to the medical supply store to buy the cane, and they had wandered horrified among the prosthetic limbs and geriatric toilet seats until a saleswoman in a maroon velour sweatsuit steered them to a whole room full of canes, identified by a sign as the largest selection on the East Coast. The saleswoman let Harlan try out the specialty canes, including one that carried 5 brandy flasks inside the wooden shaft, one that concealed a 23-inch stainless steel sword, and one that converted into a pool stick with blue chalk inside the knobbed handle. Then she recommended a cane with a derby-shaped marble handle on an extra-long walnut shaft, which Harlan tested, thumping around the store. Lucy remembered what he'd said as he yanked the price tag off his cane on the way out the door. "A good sales pitch is a rare and beautiful thing." Lucy waited at the restaurant.